Okay, so this is my mom, and would you like to explain your occupation?
Sure, Storm. I am Chief Financial Officer for a school in Montclair. Um, for my occupation, some of the tasks that it includes is financial reporting, making sure the company is healthy financially, and doing payroll, accounts payable, accounts receivable.
Can you explain those tasks and jobs?
Sure. So, income and accounts receivable is bringing money into the company. You know, when you invoice a person,
What does invoice mean?
it means you bill them for a good or a service.
As in costing them or asking them for money?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
And so that's one facet of my job. And also, as a business, we have bills to pay, including payroll. So, like your teacher gets paid, I have lots of teachers at my job, over 100. So they have to get paid timely. And doing financial reporting.
Okay. What do you put in your financial reports?
Well, financial reports include a balance sheet, an income statement, a statement of cash flows,
Okay.
and they're done every month and submitted to the board of directors.
Okay. Are there any other jobs that you have?
I think that's basically it.
Okay.
At my school, 3 people report to me.
What are those 3 people?
They are a bookkeeper, an accounts payable clerk, a bookkeeper, payroll and HR clerk, and an HR manager.
Can you explain what they do for you and for your business? Let Griffin down. Let Griffin down.
Griffin, get down. Okay.
All right.
So what they do, so the accounts payable clerk pays the bills. The payroll person processes payroll, onboards new hires, interviews them, etc. And the HR manager is in charge of HR. So she works with employee grievances, employee performance evaluations, and similar tasks.
How important are you to your school?
Well, I guess I'm
On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being like the most important.
Well, again, in the school, I think the teachers are very important and everybody who serves the children are important. I work in the office and I make sure the teachers and everybody that serves the school gets paid. So I guess I would say I'm probably a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Okay, so what is your salary?
I make over $100,000 a year.
Okay. How much does your business bring in?
The business brings in about $7 million a year.
Is your school part of a district or is it freestanding?
It's freestanding. There's 3 schools actually.
So it's part of a chain or a district?
It's a non-profit. We're grant funded through the state of New Jersey and through federal grants.
Okay. What is your school?
Montclair Child Development Center. www.mcdcnj.org.
Okay. How much do you pay your employees and teachers and all that stuff?
Well, teachers are paid upward of $50,000 a year.
It's not a public school, right?
We do get state funding,
Okay.
but we're not considered a public school, no.
Does all $7 million, because it's nonprofit, does all $7 million come in through the state?
No. State, federal donations,
Okay.
but because we're a nonprofit, we have to balance our books. We can't make a profit. So all the funding that comes in goes out.
Okay. So how do you raise your funds if you're getting low?
We apply for grants.
What are grants?
Grants are mechanisms for nonprofits, for-profits to apply for funding. You submit a proposal in with a narrative, a budget, and if the grantor likes your proposal, they fund you.
How do your proposals always get accepted?
No.
How often do they get suspended? Like out of 10, how many times?
How many times do they get funded out of 10?
Or accepted? Like you propose them, how many times do they get? How many times do they get funded?
About 8 out of 10.
Okay, is that good?
Yes.
Okay. How hard is your job?
Well, I had to go to college.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Fairleigh Dickinson University. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree
In
business and nonprofit management.
Okay. Is a bachelor a major and then a minor?
A bachelor's like your first step
Okay.
at college. You can get an associate, that's lower than a bachelor's, and then bachelor's, and then master's. So it takes about 6 years of college to get a master's degree, a bachelor's and master's.
Okay, was this your first job in your field?
No.
Okay. Do you hire people?
Yes.
Do you fire people?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. What's the best and worst part of the job?
Oh, the best part of the job is seeing the children, seeing them grow through the years, seeing them able to accomplish things that they couldn't at the beginning of the year.
What are some examples?
Well, I work with a preschool, so sometimes, and it's a birth to 5 program. So we have infants up to 5 years old. So sometimes when children start the beginning of school year, they're 3 months old, 6 months old, then they start crawling and walking, and seeing that is a nice accomplishment for the children. And also we serve families. So seeing families who, because it's for low income families that are served by my program, so seeing families that were homeless then get permanent housing is a great accomplishment. So that's one of the best parts of my job, knowing that I'm helping people.
What's the worst part of your job?
The worst part of my job, I really enjoy my job. I don't like to see people let go, or as you said, fired. Even if they're not doing what they should do, because that is going to impact their family. We have a lot of single moms and dads that work for us, so they're really relying on their paycheck. So it's kind of hard to know that you affect somebody's life like that.
Okay. Who's your favorite employee?
They're all my favorite employees, Storm.
All right. Thank you. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
All right.